Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we're back with more JDM camper vans, and what we're looking at today is a 1996 Nissan Homy, but in reality these are actually rebadged and you can call them the Nissan Caravan. And this particular model is the Nissan Caravan GT Cruise EXC, and I believe the EXC stands for excursion. So this one has got all the fully loaded features, and it's even got some really quirky things in it, like a little TV screen in the back and a CD changer. And for the 90s, you know, that's a huge step in the right direction. You know, these are things that are pretty commonplace today, but it's just really cool to see them in more of a nostalgic standpoint. And before we get into the video too, I did want to make a huge shout out to Ellis Motors JDM for giving me this opportunity to review this car. And I'll make sure to link down below in the description where you can take a look at this car, as well as the rest of their inventory that's located at their dealership. But with that being said, I think we could just dive right in. So as you can see, this is a pretty, frankly, a large caravan. You could fit maybe about 7 to 8 people in it comfortably. And these are becoming extremely popular here in the States because we're finally getting the opportunity to own something just like this. And as you can see in the front with this aggressive front bash bar and the off-road tires, that this car is really ready for any camping excursion or cruising, hence the name, that you would really want to do in some sort of camper van like this. So when we make our way to the back, as you can see, this is what the rear end of the car looks like. It's a part-time four-wheel drive vehicle with a 2.7 liter turbo diesel, and it's intercooled as well, which is nice to have. And when we pop open the trunk, if I can pop open the trunk, it's got a large hatch. And you'll immediately recognize that with these camper vans, there's so much room. And this one in particular is extremely clean, inside and out. I don't know if the video is gonna really do it any justice, but trust me, when you see this car in real life, the paint is just like glass. You can really see a reflection in it. And as we climb up here a little bit, this will kind of give you an idea of what it would be like to be sitting in the back over here. And it's very comfortable, and there's an adequate amount of space for you to move around in the back. Of course, you can have your little TV going, which I still think is hilarious that they even included in this vehicle. But for the 90s, you know, that's a huge technological leap. And the one thing that I did want to note as well is the CD changer is located back here, just like you would in any other regular pedestrian car that you just keep it in the trunk. But in this case, they just kind of have it tucked away over here. And yeah, I think that's all we really got back here worth mentioning. We do also have the curtains just to kind of provide some privacy for you, and that goes across the whole back portion of the vehicle. So let's close this up real quick. Wow, it's a big one. All right, let's open up the side door here. Now, what's so cool with these seats is, one, they're extremely comfortable, but two, there's so much customization that you could do here. Okay, so this is going to be the lever that you pull when you want to move this forward so that people can jump into the back. But what's even cooler about this is that there's a little latch, and I'm hoping that I'm picking this up on camera, that you pull here, and this, what it actually does is it rotates the seat. So I'm not able to rotate it all the way, but as you can see right here, that this whole seat can rotate up to 180 degrees. And that also goes for this seat as well. But for me to demonstrate it completely, I would have to take out this other seat. And I think just for the video's sake, I don't want you guys to be sitting here watching me struggle for the next 5 or 10 minutes trying to take out one of these seats just to show you how to turn them. So I guess you'll just kind of have to take my word for it. So that's just something that's pretty cool. You know, if you're wanting to have a conversation with the people in the back, it kind of gives you the opportunity to be able to do something like that. But, you know, just for the video, we'll put this back here. And let's just hop in real quick, see what it's like sitting in the back of the Nissan Caravan. And it is very comfortable. It's very easy just to kick up your legs. You can feel like you're really just on a road trip. You can do whatever you need to do. And there are some controls that you would see that would be included here, but they're actually blanks in this case. And I think for the most part in these Nissan Caravans, most of the rear controls when it comes to heating and cooling is actually going to be up in the cockpit, as you can see with the rear cooler slash heater display back there. But what's nice is you get direct fans going into your face like so, and this beautiful sunroof that really just brings in tons of natural light, especially when you're on these road trips. When you're in a camper van especially, you can feel that when you don't have a sunroof, there's just like a lack of sunlight coming in. So that's nice to have, especially if you're out in nature or anything like that. But for the most part, pretty comfortable place, right? Just a camper van. So let's take it up to the driver's seat now. And before we do that too, just wanted to give a quick overview of the wheels and tire setup. So these are the original Nissan wheels that would come with this car, and currently has a set of 215 by 70 R15, so that's like the radius of the wheel, tires. So that gives you a lot of cushion when it comes to you being able to take this off-road and stuff. And these tires are definitely less aggressive than you know, something knobbier that you could take off-roading. But with this particular size, you have a huge selection of different off-road tires that you could apply to this vehicle. So it can kind of give you an idea of just like the customization here that you could do if you want to make this a little bit more for taking out into the woods and feeling confident about it. Just some notable things. It says 4-wheel drive intercooler, just kind of like the quirky cool little things here. I've never actually seen this sort of Nissan logo before, so this is something new for me. I guess maybe this is just the Caravan specific logo, but maybe one of you guys in the comments can keep me honest there with that. And as we all know, since this is a JDM car, we're going to be driving on the opposite side of the road today because we are in the States. So this is a little bit of a bizarre experience for anybody that hasn't done this before. But as this is my first couple of times driving a right-hand drive car, I'm slowly getting used to it. So here we are in the cockpit. Everything that you would expect to be in an old 90s Nissan is definitely here. I'm even recognizing some of this stuff from like the older Nissan Maximas and things of that sort, because my dad long time ago used to have a 91 Nissan Maxima, and it's starting to feel a little bit nostalgic for me in a weird way, because a lot of these interior bits are definitely translated over from that car as well. But of course, we're in a very different application where it's a large camper van. There's cup holders, there's huge compartments to put all kinds of stuff in. And like I was saying before, this car is really clean on the inside and the outside. It's always nice to have. But let's fire it up, shall we? Did I put the wrong key in? Of course I did. I can hear the fans going in the back. Fire's right up. Awesome. Put our seatbelts on, and we'll take it around the block real quick, just to give you guys an idea of the overall driving experience. And I will say, going from a BMW 2002 the other day to this, I feel like I am driving a monster of a car, but in a good way. I don't want you to make it sound like I'm complaining or anything like that, but away we go. What you have to get used to is you're almost like sitting on top of the engine, and there's very little in between the front of you. So I think that's why it's pretty commonplace to put those bash bars in the front in case you ever got into a front end collision, just for your own well-being. Van's very smooth. It's got power windows, power locks. I just heard the locks lock up in the back, which is nice. And everything works on this. I believe it's even got AC too. But I'll just leave it off for the video. We're just gonna be taking it around the block real quick. And as we go uphill, it really accelerates very well. These diesel engines are always really torquey. I'm not sure what the exact towing capacity is, but there's definitely a tow hitch in the back if you want to tow some stuff back there. Definitely gives you that option. And with the automatic transmission, it's very easy to operate. As long as you just get used to being on the opposite side of the road when you're driving, it's like a camper van. No real crazy performance specs here or anything, but you know, you're looking at this from the perspective of somebody wanting to take this on a road trip, not on a racetrack. Transmission's very smooth. No like weird lunging or anything like that. It's very refreshing, especially for this year of car. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Really curious to see what you guys think about the Nissan Caravans. We've done the Mitsubishis and the Toyotas so far, so this is a first for the channel at least to have a Nissan camper van on here. And I feel like this one for some reason feels the most compact out of all the other ones that I've driven, even though it is quite a large vehicle. For whatever reason, it feels a little bit livelier. It feels like I don't know, it feels like a large station wagon in a weird way, but I know it's definitely not. And we'll take the infamous left turn where I accidentally turn on the wipers instead of the signal stalks, and that was completely unintentional. And yeah, man, this is a really fun little car. But I think we can just end the video here. So, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.